from the edge of the lunatic fringe. It's the Rollye James Show.
All right, Dr. Orly Taitz, welcome, and thank you for joining us.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
I am just awed with the amount of work you're willing to do. And, you know, I've read so much about you online, but not much personally. So let me first ask, what spurred you to do this? What was it where you said, I'm willing to put it all on the line for this?
Well, first of all, I was just appalled by the amount of arrogance that Obama has exhibited towards 305 million American citizens. I had some of my clients making comments, people that served in the military, that risked their lives for this country, and them being so appalled by the fact that that Obama wouldn't spend a minute to sign a consent stating, I release all of my vital records in order to verify qualifications for office. If he would have been an honest person, if this man would have had a drop of honesty, a drop of respect towards our military and towards American citizens, he would have done it a long time ago, a year ago. And I'm just appalled by the level of disrespect that Obama has shown to this whole country. My clients were making comments that in order to work in the White House as a janitor, to clean toilets in the White House, you need to go through the security check, and you need to provide all of your documents. And arrogantly, Obama feels that he is above the law, that he can just refuse to show any of his vital records. And it's not just the birth certificate. Right. It's also his passports from Indonesia, Kenya, Great Britain, his immigration records, and his school registration records from Occidental College, Harvard, and Columbia, since we have evidence that we believe that he's refusing to provide those because he has enrolled initially as a foreign exchange student from Indonesia, and he got federal help, grants from the government as a foreign exchange student. And now he has the arrogance of saying that he's never been a foreigner. And, we have ample information. So bottom line, I'm just appalled by his arrogance. Two, I feel that he is a tremendous danger to the national security of this country. This man just has no concept of truth. He stands there at the podium and states that we'll have new rules, we'll have openness and transparency, and then he hides all of his records. I mean, this is, again, to me, when a person behaves in such a manner, it tells me that this person is dangerous, that he has no concept of truth, no concept of conscience. For example, just one example, he has filled out his application in order to become the attorney and officer of the court in Illinois. Right. And this registration was filled out under the was filled out under oath, right, under penalty of perjury. And first question was, what is your name? He put down Barack Hussein Obama. Any other names used? And he put down none. Right. And next to it, I put in my dossier that went to the Attorney General and Supreme Court and so forth, his registration in school in Indonesia, where it states that he went by name Barry Soretoro. Most of his life he was called Barry, not Barack. And when his mother remarried, he was either officially adopted or acknowledged by his stepfather, whose last name was Soretoro. And as he lived in Indonesia, he went by the name Barry Soretoro. And that was the only way he could actually get enrolled in public school there. You have to be a citizen of Indonesia in order to be able to enroll.
Right.
So clearly this man has lied and arrogantly lied. Anybody else that would have done a thing like this would have been disbarred immediately. There would have been a prosecution, a criminal prosecution for perjury, for defrauding the attorney's bar. And so far, nothing was done.
But the thing, to talk about what's going on with this Barry Soretoro deal, and I agree with you, there's ample proof that he used this name. So this tells us that when someone applies to the Illinois bar, they don't even research the answers they give, because he clearly had a paper trail that he was Barry Soretoro.
They should have. I know that when I became an attorney in California, I passed the bar, and in order to get my license, I had to have FBI clearance.
Right.
So I'm not sure how could this man get an FBI clearance. But one thing that I can think of is that he has numerous Social Security numbers. So it's possible that when they did FBI clearance on that Social Security number, there were no other names. But then, of course, different Social Security numbers are showing different names. And something else is interesting about this whole family. His mother had different aliases. For example, I have an article from Kenya where a reporter from Kenya states that she went by name Anna Tut. And this is the name of one of her great aunts, or great aunts, and I've seen articles showing her going by name Shirley Ann Dunham. She used different names, and I've seen at least 2 Social Security numbers for her as well. And as I said, the grandmother used to work in the probate department of Oahu Circuit Court. Actually, she used to volunteer there. Mm-hmm. And probate department, it's where you get the Social Security numbers of the deceased. Both the grandmother and the mother worked with loans, and you can get Social Security numbers by processing the loans. So clearly, there has to be an immediate, urgent, in-depth investigation of who this man is.